Hey there, crafty kids. Welcome to Mr. Coit's Creative Corner. I'm so happy that you're here today. Last week, I showed you how we could act out the story of the tortoise and the hare. But I realized that as I was acting out the story, I forgot to warm up my body. We know that good actors use their faces, voices, and bodies when they perform. And just like when you play sports or when you dance, it's important when you are performing to warm up your body before you use it in a performance. So today, I am gonna walk you through one of my body warm-ups to get all of my muscles and all of my body parts ready to perform in a show. Are you ready? Let's go. When I start doing a physical warm-up, I start from the top of my head and go all the way down to the bottom of my feet. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna move my head up and down, up and down. And I'm gonna go side to side, side to side. Then I'm gonna roll it in one direction, and I'm gonna roll it in the other direction. Now it's time to do shoulders. I'm gonna lift my shoulders up and down. Now I'm gonna add a breath. Inhale, exhale. Then I like to roll my shoulders forward. And I like to roll my shoulders back. Really starting to wake up the body. Sometimes I like to do one up, one down, and then switch. Switch, and switch. Nice. Now we're gonna do arms. You're gonna lift your arms up and stretch high to the ceiling. Then you're going to come out and down. Now we're gonna add a breath. Breathe in, reach up, look up, breathe out. Look down. Again. And down. Now I like to swing my arms open and close and cross my body. This is going to warm up my shoulders and get the blood flowing into my arms and into my fingers. Then I like to spin my arms in a circle. I start with one side, going backwards first, and then I go forwards. Really warming up that shoulder and the arm. Now I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna go forwards with this arm, and then backwards. And if you're really fancy, you can make one arm go backwards and one arm go forwards. It's a little bit tricky and takes a lot of focus and concentration. And then you can try to switch. If you're trying this, it really helps to move your shoulders as you do it. Nice, I'm gonna stop at the top and bring my hands to heart center. I'm gonna take a breath in and out. Then I'm going to cross one arm in front and grab the other and stretch. Hold it for about 3 to 4 seconds, and then you're gonna switch. Cross this arm in front and hold it again for about 3 or 4 seconds. Then I'm gonna lift this arm up and drop my hand behind my shoulder and take this other hand and put it on top of my shoulder and press. And I'm gonna hold that for about 3 or 4 seconds as well. And then I'm gonna switch. It's good to always take a breath when you're stretching. So when you do a stretch, you can breathe in and out. Sometimes you want to do 2 because it feels so good. Nice. Now I have my head warmed up, my neck warmed up, my shoulders warmed up, and my arms warmed up. So I am gonna warm up my hands and my fingers. I'm gonna start by just wiggling them and remember to breathe. You can spin your hands in a circle. You can go the other way. You can shake your hands out. And wiggle your fingers again. If you're really feeling fancy, you can stretch your fingers one way or the other. My fingers pop when I stretch them. Stretch, 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 and down. Now that my top half is all warmed up, it's time for me to warm up my bottom half. I am gonna start by putting my hands on my hips and putting my feet hip distance apart. That means that I want my legs right over my feet and my feet are planted firmly in the ground with my knees a little bit bent. Now, when I warm up my hips, it might feel a little bit silly, but it's so important to warm up your hips because we use them all the time when we're walking or when we're jumping. So, the first thing I'm gonna do with my hips is I'm gonna push them from side to side, keeping my feet planted in the ground and bending my knees, side to side. And remember to breathe. Inhale, exhale. Now I'm gonna push my hips forward and back. Again, keeping my feet planted in the ground. Forward and back. Forward and back. And now I am going to make a circle with my hips by going side, front, side, back. Side, front, side, back. And then I'm gonna go the other way because it's always important to go in both directions. Side, back, side, front, side, back, side, front. After I do my hips, I like to start warming up my legs. So I am going to start by just marching. Gently marching in place is gonna warm up the top parts of your legs, and it's fun. So I'm gonna march, I'm gonna add my arms too because they're warmed up already. Then I'm gonna stop, put my feet together, and now we're gonna do a little bit of balance. I'm going to put my hands out by my side, lift one leg up, bring it out and down. Now the other, up, out, down. Again, up, out, down, again, up, out, down. That's really good for opening up your hips. Now I'm going to spread my feet a little bit further than shoulder distance, and I'm gonna start to bend my knees and do some squats to really get my legs fired up. So I'm going to bend, keeping my back so straight, and up. You can even put your arms out and up, out and up, out and up. It's also important that we do some stretching when we're warming up. So I am going to stretch my legs by reaching up and folding over at the waist and reaching down to the ground. And then I'm gonna drop my head down to the ground and relax it. You can shake your head like you're saying yes, and shake your head like you're saying no. Then you're going to bend your knees and roll up. Slowly, keeping your chin down until it's the last thing to come up. Let's do it again because it feels so good. Reach up, bend at the waist, drop your head, and just relax. You can keep your knees a little bit bent, and now we're gonna roll up. Slow, slow, keeping my chin down. It's the last thing to come up. Oh, wow. My body is starting to feel so warm already. I think I'm gonna do something a little bit faster to get it even warmer. So I'm gonna do a little bit of runs with high knees to get it, the blood nice and flowing. Whew. Wipe that sweat off your brow because we are almost done. The last thing that I'm gonna do to warm up my body is warm up my feet. Now, again, you're gonna need a little bit of balance for this part. So if you have trouble balancing, you can always just hang on to something on the side. But I got no problem with balancing. I'm gonna put my hands out and I am going to lift one foot up and roll my ankle around in a circle. Staying nice and balanced, and remember to go the other way. And you can flex your foot and point your toe. Flex your foot and point your toe. Now I'm gonna do the other side. If it's hard for you to balance and you don't have anything to hold on to, you can also sit down on the ground and roll your feet just like that. But I love to balance, so I'm gonna keep practicing my balance by putting my arms up, shifting the weight into my strong foot, and lifting my other foot up to roll my ankle one way and then the other way. Then I'm going to flex and point my toe, flex and point my toe. Whew! That was a lot of balancing. Now I know you can't see this right now because I'm wearing shoes, but I'm gonna wiggle my toes. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. You might see my feet moving just a little bit. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And stop. That was a beautiful physical warm-up. Now, when we put on shows, I always like to end with one special part of my warm-up, and it's called a countdown. And here's how it works. We're gonna count to 8, starting at 1, and we're gonna shake our hand, our foot, our foot. Oh, it's getting windy out here. They know we're about to do the countdown. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we're gonna do it here, here, and here. And then we're gonna switch to 4, and then to 2, and then to 1. So follow along with me. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. Woo! And now, you are warmed up just like Mr. Coit. Thanks for watching this week's episode of Mr. Coit's Creative Corner. If you try the physical warm-up, you should take a photo or a video and send it to me at KES_enrichment@uncommonschools.org. I can't wait to see you again soon. Bye!